Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Please let me know if you guys can hear me. The Wi-Fi is a little slow today. S- It's going to take some time for this YouTube studio to come together. This is going to be the most epic studio we've ever built. It's going to be really good. Uh, but I did want to finish off part two of Clover Health. I look like crap right now because I have been working so hard on bringing Brain Machine live. Brain Machine is the one-stop shop for anything stock market related. It is the ultimate AI in combination with all the other AIs on our Discord. This will be the a great art piece here. So, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to just show you guys real quick here because I'm starting the live a little earlier. So, might as well just kind of go a little bit here because in the future, you will be using this for to analyze companies. So just a little quick teaser here. If you type in "Al help," normally the Brain Machine would pop up. It's still in development. We're still working on it. You'd get a bunch of these menus, right? So in order to understand and calculate the intrinsic values of stocks and understand the fundamentals of a stock, you need access to these types of materials, which unfortunately cost a lot of money, along with our AIs, the technical analysis. And I thought to myself, I said, well, I can go ahead and make an app, and then I would honestly have to charge an arm and a leg for it, right? But then developing a Discord bot is, again, the data is expensive, but the development is not as difficult as what if I was to build an app. An app is coming in the future, but for the meantime, our brain machine can do stock fundamentals analysis, look up calendars, institutional stock ownership, some cool stuff in here, market performance, stock news, company information, advanced data, statistics for stocks, insider trading, economics, short float, everything, European stocks, Canadian stocks. And all you got to do is enter the specific help menu. And by entering that help menu, let's say stock fundamental analysis, you get another sets of commands that get you all these other things here. So it's really cool. You can look up ratios, for example, like PayPal, and see what's going on there. You can also look up the scoring to see if it's a good score. These are good fundamental analysis indicators, as well as discounted DCF calculations, which shows you the price target. Not as I would say as accurate as our Mastering Stock Market course, which is the creme de la creme. Our Mastering Stock Market course calculator here, because that is you manually inputting it as a human. But it's pretty good, right? And you get the PT help, which is price target of all the analysts, so you can see what others are saying about the stock. Updates you which analysts from either Credit Suisse or whatnot, Credit Piss, whatever, and all these other things here. So it's a lot. It's a lot that we offer here, and this brain machine is really freaking cool. All right, so I think that's around still got some time, but we'll just go ahead and start the video anyway. All right, so before we go, I wanted to just mention, normally Webull gives out 2 free stocks. Take advantage. They're giving out 5 free stocks right now. You got gas prices increasing, inflation's increasing. I just ordered from an Indian place that I usually order from. Again, I just finally got back to Arizona, and it's like freaking way more than what I paid before I left, before inflation. And it's like, things are very difficult now, and my heart goes out to people that are trying to find a house or they're living paycheck to paycheck. So take advantage of this. All you got to do is deposit a penny. It's literally $9,600. You get 5 free stocks. I get 1 free stock, and the deal's in your favor. And definitely, and I'm okay. I don't care about that. I just want to be able to help you guys out. I have some other sponsorships I need to go through to see if they're any use. But for the people, we'll go into why I like Webull. I use this product, so it's good. But long story short, Clover Health. Okay, that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, we talked a little bit about the SaaS rumor with Chamath, and honestly, for me, it's all speculation until we see it in the earnings report filed to the SEC. It's all speculation, and I hope it's not true because it will send the stock flying. You see, I was going to pull up another diagram, but I forgot. I'll pull up on the next video. but it's like the SaaS index. And a lot of usually SaaS, which is a subscription kind of a, you essentially sell your product. In this example, it'll be the Clover Assistant. And the beautiful part is it's not like you're selling a building. You're just giving people access to your data center, to your cloud program, to where they can go ahead and use your Clover Assistant platform. And you can essentially make money off of that without actually having to physically be there. Think of it this way. It's kind of like the brain machine and AI that we built here. I don't physically need to be there for you to essentially give you this information. You got access to it 24/7. And that's exactly what the Clover Assistant's all about. Okay. So that's kind of, because of that, the profit margins are so good that we tend to offer a revenue multiple higher than that, let's say, of an oil and gas company, right? So hope that makes sense. Out of the bull basin bear, if it is a SaaS-like company, we're going to see values expected up to the bull case, okay? But not anytime soon. I would say 2025, 2026, which ultimately I think that's when they're going to release their SaaS program. But we'll see. Hopefully it's not it, because I would love to accumulate. I mean, like, honestly, guys, let's be honest with each other. Why would you want the stock to go up now? Right? I mean, I get it. You could put your money in other stocks, right? But there's just nothing that'll give the returns of what Clover is going to be giving right now. So my philosophy is, I hope this stays down at these levels for a long time, so we can continuously dollar cost average and continuously get this dip. I mean, we're at prices where Chelsea Clinton bought. So, think about that. All right. So there's that. So now that we talked about this part of it, now let's go ahead and switch over to good old smart money and dumb money. Okay. So let's put this here. So what we can see here, and I can just start writing on the board here with the mouse. Smart money is right there, and it's in blue. Okay. And whenever smart money is at its highest, unfortunately, dumb money, it's at its lowest. Dumb money equals retail investors. Retail tends to sell. Okay. And whenever stocks are at their lowest points, retail sells and smart money buys. So dumb money sells, retail sells, smart money, institutional money, multi-millionaires and billionaires, they buy. So what's interesting now is you're starting to see a smart to dumb money divergence, okay? The stock is dropping. People are freaking out. Dumb money, what are they doing? They're starting to sell. And what is smart money doing? They're starting to buy. You see that? Are you seeing this? Let me zoom in here because I want to make sure. Un momento. So look at this. Let's zoom in and let me actually remove the smart money is starting, again in blue, is starting to buy. Dumb money is starting to sell. What is the stock price doing? It's going down. And this is for SPX, right? The S&P 500. This is a great time to start dollar cost averaging, okay? So now that we went into this, let's go into our stock research AI and let's look at Clover Health. So by doing this, we can see that the Monte Carlo projection, and for people that don't know, a Monte Carlo simulation is a model used to predict the probability of different outcomes when the intervention of random variables is present. Essentially, it tries to impact risk and forecasts the future, okay? And it does a bunch of what if scenarios, and it basically takes the past probability of events and tries to figure out what could be the probability of a stock. And it's an algorithmic type of trade. As you can see, and I told you this from videos from the past, we are going to look like we're going to see some short-term downward pressure, okay? And from there, you're going to see the green is the bull, the red obviously is the bear, and the white is the base. And you can see it's kind of near the green. So we're still looking pretty good, but still here. In the next 30 days, we should be experiencing some volatility. Now, hold on. This could easily change because we have fundamental analysis. We know the earnings are going to report, and we know that Clover's earnings don't disappoint. Okay, so from from here, we can see the range is anywhere between 280 and to back to 2.2. Now we're going to see our support and resistance lines to see where could it go, right? And I'm just going to let you know right now, if it does fall here, I'm be very excited, but I think it's going to cap out at 2.5, $2.50. But we'll see. I mean, here, let's see where it's at right now. And again, I do this on Saturday, so you guys can have some time to digest this. So 2.77. Okay. Now let's go ahead and answer some questions here. All right. Hello, Al. Can Clover service or survive till 2025 with the money they now have? So they are going to. The CEO Vivek said that they are going to become profitable by 2023. So that's not a problem if they become profitable. But the question that I ask is, can they have enough? Will they have enough money by 2020, at the end of 2022? And I'm not too confident in that. So I do expect another dilution. Rather, they might just do debt. And I think that's what they're planning. I think they might take some debt because if they're expected to be profitable in 2023, they might just take some debt because the profitability can pay off the debt. Now, I'm okay with diluting shareholders. Go for it. I'm okay with that, right? If they're growing at a rapid rate, they need cash, right? And I personally don't want them to get debt because the interest rates are so high right now. I mean, right? But they could secure some really good loan percent. They could get a good interest rate. So there's that. To answer that question, so to give more of an answer, I believe that this next earnings report, we are going to see how much cash they burned. I'm going to be looking at what is the net income, what is the cash burn that they did, and that is going to tell us a story. And we're going to want to see, you know what I mean? That's their problem right now. And I think with COVID waning, we already saw. That's why I reported the video about Anthem. We already saw that Anthem's MCR did great because COVID was waning. So I think that might translate for Clover Health. But again, we need the fundamentals. I need to see the balance sheet, income statement of cash flows. I need to get the quarterly earnings report. So let me answer this one here. Wait, that one Reddit commenter sees this. He's gonna think you're driving Clove to sub 1. I know, right? Oh man, Elvis has exited the room. We're gonna have to find this guy. Okay, he's catching on. He's catching on, guys. Honestly, I honestly think he was just clowning, but you never know, man. Conspiracy theorists, they're there. Yeah, he's like, oh man, this guy better sell his shirt, man. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna make like 5 videos next week. He's gonna go crazy. So there's the Monte Carlo projection. Again, this is a lot of math. I learned this type of projections models at MIT to understand them. And Brain Machine will have elaborative sense of this type of analysis as well. So it's going to be pretty cool. So, all right. So here are the estimates. And again, this is till 2024. And this is 1 to the 9th power. And I mentioned this in our brain talk here. 1 to the 9th power is in billions, okay? So we are going to expect them to start making some strong monies in the future. And we're going to get to a point where I wouldn't be surprised if Clover is making $1 billion a quarter. I mean, that's good, right? So that's pretty impressive. So there's that. Looking at the technical analysis, we are, you know what? Let me see if I can, there it is. So we are below the 100 MA, 220 and 50. Again, we are definitely oversold. And for people that don't know this, the VIX is a type of here it is, effective, which allows the VIX to be duplicated on anything from. Well, that's not correct. Okay, my Alexa turned on. Long story short, VIX is a volatility index, and we will talk. We'll talk about it in our mastering, and we'll go into it because we did have some members talk about what the VIX is, and since we're here, whenever you have a VIX spike of where you're at right now, it tends to mean that we are about to get some like a good deal. Okay. Like I said, uh, dumb money is selling and smart money is buying. And you can start to see, right. And this almost follows um, some of the calculations to calculate the VIX goes into the equation of smart money and dumb money. And unfortunately, the accounts that you have within your trading platform, you know how they ask you how much money you make? Well, they look at your portfolio value and they look at the investments decisions that you guys make and they parcelate that data and then they sell it, right? And then it goes into hedge funds, which I buy, that basically get this data and I'm able to interpret the data, right? It's a very sad world, but that's why we made a YouTube channel to democratize financial information. So please support us on this mission by hitting the like button, subscribe, and notification bell. Oh, I did that so perfectly. I'm becoming a better YouTuber. I'm new to this, guys. I've only been on here 7 months. Okay. I'm good. I'm getting used to this, speaking in a room by myself. It's kind of, but I feel good when you guys comment. It's like, it doesn't sound too crazy. Okay. Yeah. All right. So back to the graph here. So as you can see, there are different layers and different levels of VIX. And if you can look at the max here, let's look at the max. Take some time to load here. Oh, wow. Usually when there's a recession or usually when there's max fear, there's an increase in volatility. I think it was at $80 or something back in 2020. Yeah, right there. Look at that 20. Look at that peak. Boom, right? So this might be, we're going to see if it does pass this, then it's going to be interesting. But as of right now, I don't think it has. But we'll see right now. There are different levels, and we'll talk about the VIX. There's like different levels of fear, and we have that data to show you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So I just wanted to take some time with that. So let's look up any unusual flow. So there's no unusual flow for Clover. Any big flows? All right, good. So we have call at 5. Ooh, 49 K premium, January 20, kind of far out the money. That's not bad. It's a call. That's not bad. It happened at 9:36 in the morning on Friday. So again, today's Saturday. Okay. I'm sure I'm going to go back to questions here. So yes, institutional stock ownership has increased by 37. Let's call that 37%. That's 36.94, 37% in the past 6 months. So, institutions are loading up on this, and we'll go into I showed you guys this before, all the bigger companies that bought. We'll go over those later if you guys want. Let's go ahead and do some questions. Hit the like. It's free and out. Oh, I appreciate that. No, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, the like button helps. Apparently, with this YouTube thing, it is able to push out the video, so it's really nice. What software program do you use for your videos? Yes. So I use for this one StreamYards. That's what I'm using. But I also use Final Cut Pro. But I am waiting on a new Mac Studio from China. It's in Shanghai right now, but they're locked down, and I'm waiting. And it makes the editing process easier. So I'm doing these lives so I can just give you guys the information without having to sit down and then go ahead and cut, paste, and all this. And then by the time I send it to you guys, it's already too late. So that's why we're doing the lives. And it's good. It's interactive. But that's what I'm saying. But in terms of the software, this software here, this is a part of our AI. Brain Machine is coming online. Let me show you. Man, this looks freaking sick, man. Brain Machine looks so creepy and sick. Um, this is coming soon. We're able to get a little taste. I showed you guys how it works here. This thing can do so much. This has my hand in it. You know, I put a lot of time into this, and it is going to be epic. And we're going to continue adding onto it, and it's all included in the price in our basic tier, along with everything that you saw right now and everything that you will see in this video. It'll be in our basic tier for $9.99, literally $10 a month. You can't find that anywhere else. And we're doing this to democratize financial information. So if you can support us, this is a way to support our mission, but at the same time, you get benefits. And these are the benefits here. More than you can chew. So don't freak out once you see everything. There's a lot. And if you think you've been watching my videos and you saw all the commands, there are more commands. There are over like hundreds of thousands of commands that you can do with inside our platform. So, you know what I mean? And then here is Pro, which is a little bit more limited because you get your own channel and you get a Zoom call monthly. Okay. And for those that have signed up, contact me so we can do the Zoom call, please. All right. So there's that. Let's go back to the stock research here. Oh, and also quick. This is Bullseye for people that don't know what this is. A lot of our members have found some really good success into this. This thing is like a no-brainer. If you like options, this is like, it tells you, Twitter, do a call, buy, here's a success, strike at 50, and make sure it tells you what to do, and it's very successful. Okay, especially if we have these rocket ships, right? So it's very successful, and people are making money on this one, right? And holla down here, comment down, and you guys are killing it. Here are the profits here. Where the hell are those damn profits? We got more here. Look at that. Look at that money. Look at that. People going crazy, man. Where's people making all that money, dude? It's beautiful. So I'm very excited. Mr. Ken here has been here for 2 days, and he's up 2,500 since joining. Best $10 I've ever spent. No, man, God bless you. I'm very excited for each and every one of you. So I'm just proud. The community, it feels so good, dude. I feel like I'm getting more out of this because, I know money's important, which is why we're trying to democratize it. But helping people is way better. I know that sounds weird, right? Maybe because I'm living comfortably. I'm sure, like, if you need money to survive. But I'll tell you, I feel like I'm getting more out of this because, seeing all you guys become successful and watching this community grow, dude, I'm freaking excited. I mean, this is Don right here. Just posted this right now. He's doing his research. So I'm really, you look at my smile. So anywho, very excited. Any chance their cash burn would signal to get out? No. They can always raise more cash. In fact, we would want them. It would be a signal. I hope. I should say I hope, but I hope that there will be a short-term volatility on the downtrend. Maybe this dumb money can go down more, so then we can buy more at a dip. But again, that's retail selling. But that's the game of the game. So the people that are watching, a lot. Okay. And if this live is buffering, my apologies. It's my YouTube studio will get organized, and it's going to be so good. I promise you. All right. Here, stock market crash. Yes, there's inverted yield curve. However, the 10-year minus the federal funds rate is still positive, which indicates no recession. So we're going to see, however, in the next 2 years max, we're going to see a recession. I'm hoping the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023. And the reaction to the interest rates increase. Exactly. We talked about this. You remember orange is the new black, the 0.25 basis point hikes. No, it's going to be 0.5 now. So 0.5 is a new 0.25. Okay. And they could even go out and do 0.75 if it becomes freaky high in terms of inflation. I don't see a big deal about the interest rates increase 0.5. Markets are pretty rational unless I miss something. Well, here's the problem. Every time you get a 1%, 100 basis point increase, you get a 15 to 20% shave off of stocks, which means that all the other stocks have been going down, PayPal and all of them, they're going to go down even more, right? So beautiful part is Clover has gone down to its knees, which is great. I'm actually happy. So it's the level of decrease. It really can't go any much lower. And if it does, guys, it's going to be the 99-cent store. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to go to $1. Okay. So that'll be pretty cool though. Dude, easy money. Easy. Manipulation by the rich to scare the poor. Economy strong still. Absolutely. It is. The economy is strong, which is like really weird. Hello. There is still some manipulation. Oh, of course there's manipulation. Oh my God. In fact, Brain Machine searches all price targets for Clover. And you know what's funny? It's being suppressed. It's being freaking suppressed. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Right? It tells that no one wants to know the price target for Clover, but luckily we do the intrinsic value calculation in the Mastering Stock Market course, which you can find here, Save 50. And most importantly, you'll get access to the fundamentals, technicals, intrinsic value, and you get lifetime access to our stock alerts, which I don't think will exist in the future. So we got to be careful of that. Okay. This won't last too long. All right. So there's that. Should I sell 1,000 AMC sales and buy more Clover? Do you believe? You know, can you teach me about MOAS? I don't know. Like I looked into it before, but I forgot. The mother of all short squeeze, right? Mother, yeah. The mother of all short squeezes. Yeah. I forgot. I kept Googling. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's a nice little word. I like it. I don't know. I can't really give recommendations, but in terms of AMC, we're gonna have to look at it. I made a video about it recently about it being support and resistance. If it does hit that support line where it hit before, it could do that same bounce to $30 again. But me seeing it going to 50, 60, and not anytime soon. The economy is so whacked right now with Russia. It's like so bad. Yeah, that was the bottom. It was at 1.98, $2. Yep. And if it gets down there, hell yeah. If it breaks it, oh my Lord, it'll be fun. You remember that time where all the Clover people got so upset? They're like, "I'm done with this company, man." Oh yeah, we already looked at that. So all you got to do is type these commands in for any stock you want. We can also check Twitter to see if there's any. I mean, last time I checked, I think Wall Street Bet has some Clove in it. But here are all the stocks here. You should probably look at these. Some of these are going to probably go up maybe on Monday. I know Tesla might. So here's Wall Street Bets. Any Clove? Nope, no Clove. But this is, again, Tesla's leading the charts. Netflix is too, but that's just because people are like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So here are the support and resistance lines. A lot of people like these. That's why I talk about them. There's also other things that we look at here. There's just so many things that people analyze here that we don't really look at because, again, it takes too much. There's a heat maps you can do. There's just so many. There's implied volatility, which I don't see no one doing here. But these are pretty popular because they're very helpful for beginning and advanced traders. So there's the minute. We're going to do the hour, the day, and the week. I'm going to just do some writing on this one here so we can kind of get an idea. So as you can see here, we are battling right here at a $2.73 resistance. If this does break, we're going to have to look at a longer time frame, which is probably the hour, to see what's below that, which we will right now. I just want to see what's above this. So the next level of resistance, because new levels of if you break support, they become new levels of resistance. It's going to be at $2.90. So we're going to see. Hopefully it tests this. The next one is 308 and 329. Okay. And then 356. Now we are seeing kind of a. I don't have my Wacom. I'm doing this by the mouse here, which is terrible. Usually the Wacom, I'm able to draw straight lines. Honestly, there it is. There's your straight, right? That's terrible straight lines. I like the Wacom better. My apologies. So, long story short, what I wanted to tell you guys is when the earnings report release, make sure you look at these levels of resistance because I'm going to be playing the short term as well. I have a short term account and long term account for Clover. And if I, let's say, got caught holding the bag for Clover, okay, they just turn into long term shares. Whoop-de freaking do, right? But if, for example, the stock spikes up 10, 20, 25%, 30%, yeah, I'm totally taking it, right? just for my short-term shares. I'm not selling my long-term shares. That's like freaking long-term, okay? But it's just nice to make 30%, you know what I mean? So if you can look at here from this these support levels, you want to take a look at that if you are trading in the short term, because when we do see a spike, it might just spike and it might go down and it might go again like this, and then if it hits down again, get the hell out, right? It's called a double top, right? So pay attention to that, okay? So there's that. So the next level on Monday, what we're going to be looking at is if it breaks to 273, what's the next level of support? So the next level of support will be 266, and you can see it heading down right there. It's heading down at the 266. We already saw it got rejected 1, 2, and 3 from the $3.74 region. I'm sure you guys heard on Twitter or whatever, everyone saying $3.80 or $3.70 is the big resistance. Okay. So it got rejected multiple times. So now we're going to see, though, if it passes 266, again, we got to look at a longer time chart, the week. It'll be $2.20. Again, part of our Monte, the first thing I showed you, the Monte Carlo simulation that we talked about. We also can do this here, net flow and all this. We'll talk about that later. Again, there's just so much our AI can offer, but there's so much I can talk about without losing your guys' attention. So I want to make sure. So here is the dark pool levels. No data. Let's look at block trades. No data. Let's look at algo score. Here's the algo score. The stock price was going up. Now it's going down here. And sorry, the stock price was going down. Now it's going up. But the algo score is still over 0, which means it's still bullish. However, it is going down in the short term here. So we might see some things. But from the algo score perspective, I would say it's medium bullish. Okay. In the short term. Again, these are for sure. This, again, you see, we don't really see any on the 1 day, but it is red, which means that it is turning bearish, which you guys obviously know that, right? So here it is right here. So that time frame, you would have known to get out because it was started to get 0. And this is for short-term traders, okay? So just don't confuse this like I'm saying get out of Clover in terms of like, oh, it's a shitty company. I'm just talking about, there's different types of traders. There's long-term investors, there's swing traders, and there's day traders. Okay, so I want to make sure this is a one-stop shop. So in terms of swing trading, talking about the devil here, if you look at the options or intraday, not too well, but the swing trade this is an easy swing trade. This is an easy buy now in a couple days. Once earnings happens, you sell, right? And so there's that, right? But all in all, that's what we have here. Now, let me go ahead and answer some questions. You should call out short-term trade on, what is that? That's the group. I forget. What is it? We did make some new channels here. We did a day trading channel. Today we created a new channel today and an options trading channel here for folks. And we have listen, guys, for people that are on this from our Discord, I'm very proud of you guys. This is amazing. We're doing a good job here. I think we're doing God's work. We're literally helping people out. And we're getting, I'm sorry, I'm showing you out your guys' pets to the public. If you don't want me to, please stop me. But I love your guys' pets. This is my buddy boy. We should probably censor at the bottom here. But look at his face. So we have a beautiful community here, guys, and it will be a privilege and honor to have you join. Oh, this is a new member of our community. This is called Coco. Coco, she has a little. Oh, diggy. We actually rescued her. She had a terrible umbilical hernia, and her previous owners did not want her. So we took care of her, and she's part of she is our family. She's part of us now. So, but yeah, this community is growing. It's so amazing. And the $9.99 will not only help us democratize financial information, it will also help support the channel, as well as also all of this amazing data that we get from data centers directly from Wall Street in New York. So it will be a privilege and honor to have your guys' support here. Let's see here. Seeing as all of the sectors were selling off last Friday, do you think stagflation will cause the demand for energy oil to drop? So we'll talk. We can, I've honestly never seen stagflation before in the United States. Maybe brief moments, but I don't think the Federal Reserve will get to that level. I think they would just crash the economy and go into a recession. Remember that video I showed you of those graphs? I said, where do you think the economy will head? And a lot of people said, it's going to probably do recession or stagflation. I'll bring up that video again, but we could do a separate video on stagflation and kind of analyze it, and probably in our market analysis updates next week. But it's definitely, stagflation is terrible. I mean, that's something that you don't want. But we'll go into it more. But that's a really good question. That right there will be a dedicated video. Just that right there. So, and we will do that. We will do that. CNBC recently talked about Medicare inflation. Higher prices for healthcare is expected for the upcoming years. Yes, I do believe that. However, we could just increase prices. I believe insurance companies are kind of protected. I mean, you can't go out without insurance. So that's the cool part about having this. Again, it is governmental, but the government has to increase, like CMS has to go against inflation and increase because it's going to bankrupt the whole system. So they have to keep going up. So I would call this a protective, safe asset, right? Michael Burr has already talked about housing market crashes coming for sure. So here's the problem about the housing market. And maybe I can use this white piece here. So here's the housing market. So I wish I had the tablet, but I'm going to just, okay. So you have supply. That's a terrible S. You have supply, and then you have versus demand. Okay. Right now, the supply for houses is low. And sadly, the demand wasn't as high as it was before. The demand has decreased a little bit, but the demand is still there. The problem is the supply is still low. And the reason why the supply is still low is that people have mortgages that are 2 to 3 freaking percent. And right now, mortgages are 6 to 8%. So if they were to sell their home, well, where would they go? They would have to go get another home. But then guess what? They would have to get a mortgage that's higher than the one that they have right now, which means that their monthly mortgage rate will be much more expensive than what they have right now. So a lot of people are staying put and they're not selling homes. The supply, which means it's still low. In basic economics, means that the demand will still be high. And I don't know how long that will last. And it's a very tough cookie. And it means the only way to fix the housing market is the Federal Reserve to push the brakes on the economy and to crash the crap out of the economy in order for people to say, I need to sell my home because now interest rates are zero. And they sell their home really quickly. And as the housing market kind of falls down and corrects, I would say 33%, 30%, 32, 28, so something like that. Then what people can do, and I'm just giving you my game plan as well, because again, I'm an entrepreneur. Stocks, of course, I've, master stocks, but also, I have a family that's real estate, apartment complexes, nursery homes. There's a lot of things that we dabble in, and it's you got to understand business, right? So when that happens, then people are going to sell, okay? And then the interest rates are going to be low again, and they're going to print more money, fiat, right? And that's when you go in. And that's when stocks are going to go up crazy, like growth stocks, same cycle. And then we're going to use our intrinsic value calculation from our Mastering Stock Market course here. And we're going to know exactly when to sell. And people that are on our Discord from our Patreon will be able to know exactly the price targets of when to get in and when to get out. And again, not financial advice, but it's good to hear just what some guy on YouTube is doing. Like, for example, this is my downgrade on Netflix, right? So, yeah. So I hope that makes sense. And yep, you agree. Exactly. So I hope that was a good explanation. And I want to buy some properties, but it's like supplies. It's too expensive now. No, and interest rates are high. It's like, no way. Burry talks about that stuff all the time. Dude is like one of the 99 on his prediction. Everyone's right eventually. Exactly. That's the thing. Exactly. So I tend to not make predictions. I tend to react to the market, and I tend to basically whatever comes at me, I react, right? But there's one thing that I know for sure is Clover Health is undervalued. And it is going to be so juicy to see this company grow. And you can see the manipulation that it's experienced. Kind of reminds me of the manipulation regarding the video I made earlier today regarding, God, my dog keeps hitting her head in the table. Hopefully she doesn't have brain damage. The same video I made about Elon Musk, how Bill Gates is short $500 million freaking dollars on Tesla, but yet he wants to do climate change, right? It's kind of funny. He wants to help climate change, but he's shorting freaking Tesla. Yeah, so it's like, come on, dude. So stupid. But in any case, and one of our members here said the exact words I said. Exactly. I agree. So that's all I have for you today, folks. Again, it is a privilege and honor. If you haven't done so already, please take advantage of this. Let me put up the links here for you. This is Webull. Take advantage of Webull. It's literally free money up to $9,600. You sign up. I for some reason, I don't have, it's not showing me the link here. I don't know, but just copy that link on and you'll be good to go there. And if you want access to our Patreon, it'll be right here as well. And it'll be in the description box below if you watch this video on replay for people that are joining in from tomorrow. Okay. But all in all, that's all I have for you today, folks. Please share this video to Stockways and all these things and all of these things that I'm trying to freaking learn. Yeah. And if you guys just tell me how I can improve, you know what I mean? I'm all ears. This is my 10-year project. I want to see how far this can go. So we also just a quick thing. We also get access to senators and House of Representatives, what stocks they're buying. Looks like they sell Taco March 9th. Yeah. So all right, guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you on the next one.